Get a hell of a caffeine fix from your local Night and Day.
Welcome. This is big. To the Hodaki Big Show.
Really big.
With Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. It's great to have your company this Thursday afternoon. It's the 28th of September 2023, and you, my friends, are listening to the Big Show. Hoodie J, Minogio, and Keyzie, you mad bastard, and Mogi, looking sensational as ever, mate. How's life?
Thanks very much, mate. Yeah, life is bloody good. Happy to be here, and, just what a joy to be alive. You're a backbone, you're a sick son of a bee, and it's great to be looking at that helmet of yours. And by helmet, I mean head.
Thanks, mate. Keyzie, how's life, mate?
Oh, so good. And also, I'd just like to say to everyone out there, today is officially Hoodie J's birthday. 43 years of age. So big round of applause.
I'm feeling it, fellas. I'll be honest with you. I'm feeling it today.
So if anyone's wondering why I decided to play an extended intro to the radio show today, it was just so that we could celebrate your birthday, Jason, also because you were shoveling cake in your mouth.
Yeah, can I just say I'm very grateful for the birthday cake, fellas.
Yeah, no worries.
A lovely lemon and raspberry cake, and I was hoeing into it there, so I take full responsibility for the late introduction to the show today. But let me tell you, massive show ahead, but coming up immediately is the Big Show Big Poll.
That's right.
And it's an absolute doozy today.
It is a big doozy, but if you'd like to wish Hoodie J a happy birthday, give us a text on 3483.
Beautiful. In the meantime, here's Lincoln Park.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Oh, yes, indeed. Lincoln Park there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Thursday afternoon, 4 minutes past 4 o'clock. But right now it's time for...
The Big Poll. Yeah. I might just take this one off you if that's okay, Jase.
Sure, mate, sure.
Today's one's pretty simple. Obviously, it's your birthday, Jase.
Yes.
Want to wish you all the best today.
Thanks,
so
man.
Today's poll is happy birthday to Jase, yes or no?
Right. So just happy birthday to Jase.
Yeah, do you agree?
Yeah.
Happy birthday to Jase, or would you rather be like, no, I don't mind if he has a stink one?
Oh,
that time he had a stink birthday.
Is it about having a happy birthday? Yeah.
Happy
No, I agree.
birthday to Jase, yes or no?
Yeah.
You're yes?
Yep. I vote yes on having that as the option. I won't say whether or not I vote yes or no on it.
Thank you.
Though.
Good.
Right,
good.
okay, yeah.
And as said earlier, if you want to wish Jase a happy birthday, give us a text on 3483. Now, a bit of birthday chat. We've got your wee present, mate.
Oh!
Well, when I say we, old Pugs, he put this all together for you.
Oh.
Bit of a gift bag. So
Look at that.
Goodness me.
Pugs is coming
You
in.
shouldn't have, fellas.
Just in the meantime, I'll just read out a couple. Oh, sorry, you go.
Oh,
Pugs.
no, I was just going to say, if I can get you to describe what everything I'm handing to you now,
Sure,
that
I
would
can
be
do
great.
that, Patrick. With
Okay.
words, you mean?
With words, ideally.
Yeah.
I have heard that you have had a little bit of a mope about not getting anything on your birthday in the office.
Sure.
So I made sure that you've got a cake today. We've had a lovely raspberry and lemon
such
cake.
a good cake.
With a little candle there, and these are some gifts that I've curated. Well, we've all curated as a team for
Pugs
you
organised
today.
it all.
Pugs is really pumping up his own tyres over there, can I just say?
And rightly so, What is that, Jase?
It is a magnificently gigantic jar of cheese balls.
That is so much bigger than I thought it was going to be.
That is absolutely majestic, Pugs.
I think it's roughly about 6 or 7 packs
Wow.
in there.
Wow.
So good.
That is amazing. I'm blown away by that.
So
Well,
that's...
yeah.
Sorry, no, you go.
I was just going to say, if you want to see photos of this stuff and videos, we're going to chuck it up on the Hodaki Big Show's Instagram story, but I don't think Pugs that it finishes there, does it?
Well,
it doesn't
it
finish
should.
there, Keyzie.
That's outstanding.
Now,
Thank you very
there's
much.
facets of you that we've approached with each of these gifts. Now, recently you've purchased a new vehicle, which we all love.
A Nissan Tita, 2007.
So describe this.
Oh, so fluffy dice.
Oh, sick.
And little trees, a little wild hemp hang me thingy. Is it like a...
Air
It's
freshener.
a basil smelling air freshener.
So good, man.
What is it? Basil?
Basil,
Basil
yeah.
smelling.
Nice,
Well,
sweet
hemp,
Wild
yeah,
hemp there, Mogi. Wild hemp.
Oh, yeah.
So good.
Great
And
stuff. I'll be putting that straight in the car. And the fluffy dice.
And one last thing as well, just because you've been really getting into your romantic thrillers.
This is my favourite.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what? Get a hold of that, would you? There,
And make sure you read read the details on this as well, Jase.
Yeah.
Because you've been getting into your romantic thrillers lately. Anyone that listens to What's on Telly with Mike Minogue will know that. What is it, Jase?
Is that a DVD, man?
It's a DVD. It's magnificent. The Da Vinci Chode.
Oh, look at that. Just get your hand off the title there, Hoyty.
The Da Vinci Chode
thank you, mate.
on DVD. It's hard to come by.
If you could just read the cast.
It's hard to find.
Oh, yeah.
Mate, that's going straight on the DVD player tonight.
Can I get you to just read who's in that movie at the top of that
At
DVD?
the front,
there,
mate.
Jase?
At the front. Tom Wanks and Audrey Titout.
And which edition did he get you there, mate? Because there's a few different editions.
The extra wide edition. Oh, so good. Wait,
just for
fellas,
you.
thank you so much. I appreciate that greatly.
No worries, mate.
Particularly the cheese balls there, Pugs.
You can keep that in the new Tita with your
They'll
hand
be
beer
gone by
freshener.
the end of the show.
You guys are going to help me with those, though, eh?
Yeah, man.
Come on, because I can't. I'll go into a coma if I do that. Hey, let's get back to some tunes, shall we? And appropriately, a bit of the old Cars.
The Teeters.
The Hodaki Big Show. Weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Oh, good God, it's all going on at the moment.
Hoyty J having another normal one.
What the hell, man? The Cars there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show. My phone just started randomly playing, I think it was Arctic Monkeys there.
Really loudly.
Really loudly, and it wouldn't stop. I didn't know where it was coming from.
The good news is if you head to the Hodaki Big Show's Instagram story, you'll be able to see a really entertaining video of Jase panicking while trying to stop the music from playing.
What the hell, man? Very odd. Very odd.
A lot of texts coming through on 3483 wishing you happy birthday, mate.
Oh, thanks, mate.
Happy birthday from Izzy? Izzy?
Is he?
Is he?
Yeah.
Adesanya.
Maybe.
Yeah, probably.
Speaking of which, we've got an interview with that in mind today, later on in the show, with the director of the new
Stylebender movie.
Stylebender documentary that was released that you saw last night, Mogi.
That's right. She's a ripper.
That's
Zoe
right.
Rocco, that is. And the director is
Zoe
also a ripper.
McIntosh, I believe her name is.
Yeah, that'll be just after 5:30. Happy effing birthday, Jase, from Paula.
Thanks, Paula.
Someone here just calling you a backbone.
Thanks, mate.
I know you're 63, but you still look 43.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Massive backbone. You must be excited now that you can get the pension. Grey power. Happy 63rd birthday, Hoyty J, you mad bastard.
Yeah, good.
Happy 43rd, Hoyty J. Saw a dart on the ground at the 6th hole at the Tapuki golf course today, and I thought of you.
Thanks,
Oh,
mate.
yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
We'll be doing a durry update a little bit later on in the show, I think,
Yeah.
to see how we're going on that front.
How are you feeling about another year around the sun, man?
Oh, you know, it is what it is, Mogi.
Oh, it is what it is.
You know what I mean? I think it's one of those things, the older you get, you know, it just becomes another day.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Don't you think it's, I like to take it as a year to reflect on what's gone before, you know?
Sure.
Think about all the things that you've gotten up to and all the enjoyable things that have gone on and most of the things that's,
Suck.
horrendous, weird stuff that's happened to you, obviously. You probably take your days to sort of go through all the weird stuff that happens to you.
Yeah. Well, look, we're off for a week next week, you and I. That'll be my time to sort of reflect upon the last year and so forth and set goals for the year ahead.
So,
Can I say, I just recommend you stay indoors, man.
Yeah.
I think
I'll be staying indoors.
it's too risky for you interacting with the public.
Yeah, it's not safe. It's not a safe scenario.
just full disclosure as well, Keyzie will still be here next week with Pug's best of clips for the big show, so you'll still get your fix. But Jase, if you had to sort of say what your favourite sort of thing that's happened in the last year, or even the weirdest thing that's happened to you in the last year, what would it be?
Oh, look, I couldn't even begin with the weirdest.
Yeah.
I mean, that's going to take some work, Keyzie. There's a lot of things that were weird that happened to me that I'm going to have to work through.
Well, there was that time that you went to Herald Island and there was a bald guy trying to start his car, revving his engine. That was weird.
That was weird. It was just yesterday I had the guy pick up my other car. I thought he was talking to me in a foreign language, but he was actually talking to his mates back in the base.
He was on the phone.
I get talked to a lot on the street.
What
in
about
the supermarkets
at
and
the
just weird stuff at airports?
When your
yep.
stuff went through the X-ray machine and then came out the other side with the tray upside down and your shoes getting stuck in the roller?
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
that guy that walked past you at the hotel in Wellington and said, what did he say?
And the world keeps spinning.
And the world keeps spinning. That was a goodie.
Yeah. Oh, look, we could list a great many things. Let's be very, very frank. Hey, but I tell you what, coming up next, going to have a bit of Warriors chat, Delhi M controversy,
yes.
Mogi.
Yeah,
Definitely.
You
So
boys
good.
are fuming.
Wow.
Oh, tune.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Yes, indeed. Tame Impala there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Thursday afternoon. Great to have your company. The time is 24 minutes past 4 o'clock, and it feels like ages since we've talked about this. But let's jump into this, shall we?
Time to chat footy with me, Keyzie. What are the Warriors up to? The Warriors, who did pretty blooming well at last night's Dally M Awards. It was at about 10 o'clock New Zealand time over there in Australia. And if you don't know what the Dally M Awards are, it's basically a massive awards night for the entire NRL season. Every position gets nominated for essentially Winger of the Year, Half of the Year, Prop of the Year, and then someone gets crowned Coach of the Year. And then the ultimate prize is Dally M Player of the Year, literally the best player in the entire NRL. And Shaun Johnson was a front runner for this for the entire season. Second half of the season, it's very apparent who's in the lead at the first half of the season. Then halfway through, they make it completely unknown to the audience, and then they unveil it at the Dally M Awards, which happened last night.
And can I say they unveil it over a grueling 28-hour ceremony? Absolutely horrendous. Got some of the worst television I've ever seen in my life, and believe you me, I watched some garbage. Just mind-bogglingly poor. God, it was crazy.
You were saying actually there, Keyzie, that the Warriors did pretty well. I tell you what, Mogi didn't give me that impression when he came in here today. He was fuming.
Okay, well, first of all, and I understand that a lot of New Zealanders will be upset about the results. If you don't know, Shaun Johnson, who was winning right the way until that sort of shut-off point where they go 0 dark 30 on everything, he was ahead. He played heaps of games for the Warriors. He was instrumental, and then he was beaten at the last minute by Kalen Ponga, who is a Kiwi as well. He's the fullback for the Newcastle Knights.
He's a fullback for the Newcastle Knights, isn't he?
That's correct, Jase. Well spotted.
Because he had quite a number of injuries over the season. He didn't actually play that many games compared to Shaun.
Yeah, that's true. He started the season literally having to fly to America to see a head knock specialist because there was a real chance that he was going to be forced to retire from playing footy full stop.
Yeah.
He's one head knock away from that happening, and despite that, he came in, literally led, like, without him, they would not have won any of their games. Without Shaun Johnson, the Warriors still would have won quite a lot of them, I think. That's the difference, is just a short burst of incredible play at fullback, Kalen Ponga, versus consistently being excellent from Shaun Johnson.
Yeah, I mean, Ponga had 8 less games, and I'd get it as well because everybody had their money on Johnson. I think the problem with it, the system's buggered, and it's a team sport. It's impossible to know because would that player have been better in this team, and God knows what. And the Warriors, you've also, Ponga has got the fortune of being in a team that, other than him, sucks, generally speaking.
Correct.
So nobody is taking the points off him, whereas Johnson has to deal with Tohu Harris taking points, Adam Fanua-Blake, C&K at the back, DWZ, Wade Egan, all of these guys that were in the points last night. So he's having points taken off him. I think the problem that you've got is Ponga managed to accumulate a massive amount of points over like 10 games.
He was phenomenal.
And rightly so. Previously, like 8 games less, and also had head knocks and, God knows what was playing at 5'8". They had him at 5'8", shambles. I think there should be some account taken into how many games of the year you are getting points. So that points to consistency, right? If all of Kalen Ponga's points are coming in the back half of the season. But imagine you could have a situation where somebody is absolutely garbage and costing their team games in the first half of the season, but then if they turn it around, they get Player of the Year, but they weren't the Player of the Year.
That's right.
They won a lot of points over X amount of games. So I think the system's bad. It's a shame. He lost by 1 point. He was the halfback of the year.
It's still
Say
excellent,
lovely, fellas.
Honestly, and if you had asked me at the start of the season, will Shaun Johnson be first or second in the Dally M running up, I would have been like, absolutely no way he will.
Hey, but you're saying Webby, though. Webby.
Well, just on Webby, how about a bit of this?
He's Yummy Boy of the Week.
Yummy.
Keysie's Yummy Boy of the Week, and actually the Yummy Boy of the Year, is Andrew Webster, the coach of the Warriors, who took out Coach of the Year and gave a ripper of a speech at the end as well.
I love you so much. First day of training to where we are now, it's amazing, boys. I'm here because of you. I know we've said this a million times, but everyone just bought into everything. From our coaches, who are just amazing, to Robbo, the owner of the club, to Cameron George supporting me. I just can't thank everyone at the club enough. We've got an amazing thing going on up the Waz at the moment, a bit of a movement. and it's special what's happening in New Zealand. I just want to thank you guys so much for that. So thank you.
Thank you, Andrew Webster.
Top bloke.
Real top bloke.
Top bloke. Good on you, mate. Well deserved.
The thing I love about that is it sounds like he's keen to stick around.
Yeah.
Which I love.
He's just re-signed till the end of 2025.
Oh, wow, he is keen to stick around.
Yeah. So good. Hey, coming up next, bit of a durry update.
Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Fatboy Slim there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Thursday afternoon, 16 minutes to 5 o'clock. Now, you'll be aware of the fact that Mogi and I have given up the durries.
Yeah.
And challenging, very.
I found it quite easy, to be honest.
Oh, have you?
Is this durry chat, guys?
It is durry chat.
Yeah.
Keen for a durry, mate?
Yeah.
You guys look so cool.
Durry chat with Jase and Mike.
I've got an issue with that. Makes it sound like smoking's cool.
You like that?
Well, I like it, but yeah.
You should get into it, man.
And to be honest with you, I've never seen a person smoke a durry like...
Oh, you got to try it, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, get back into it.
Okay.
How's it all going,
How'd you go
fellas?
last night, Hoyty? How you going? How's today? Good birthday? You think you'd treat yourself?
No, actually. I think it's one of those scenarios I find the further away you get from it, it becomes incrementally easier.
I absolutely
Not
agree.
necessarily fully easier, but I massively have moments throughout
totally.
the day of just going, ooh.
It gets easier as you go along, eh? Yeah.
So you're a week and a half now, aren't you?
But, 2 weeks down the track, I might go through a bad patch.
That's the thing. You
You
don't
know what
know.
I mean?
It's
Yeah,
always
yeah.
waiting there, the addiction, but you just
Sure.
got to stay strong.
Actually,
that's the secret.
Just quickly, fellas, if anyone's listening that's trying to kick smoking as well, feel free to give us a call on 0800 Hodaki. We do have night and day vouchers to give away. So you're still going strong. Hoyty, how you going, Mike?
I got on the last night, man. I was smoking up a storm, boy.
Right. So
Went along and saw the Style Bender doco.
Yes.
And then got into yarns with the people sort of who work behind the scenes on it. Big yarns, few beersies. I was like, you know what will make this night even better? If I break my promise to my good mate Hoyty J and smoke heaps of darts.
Sure.
So that's what I did.
How many?
And don't feel great about it.
Yeah,
But
it's not really about how many, Keezy.
Oh, yeah,
You know what I mean?
Oh,
I'm just interested as a
hey,
non-smoker.
look, as somebody who knew that he was smoking for one night only, hopefully, I was pumping them out.
Yeah.
I was going back to back to back.
And in fairness, mate, and this is quite serious, one of the things we talk about too is it's really hard when you're having a few beersies.
It is.
And I've heard so many people that have tried to give up the durries and they were like, oh, it was the beersies that killed me.
100%.
Because you have a few drinks and that's when it's like they're made for each other, isn't
It's
it?
where those little areas where you form habits, you know,
Yes.
and when I drink, that's what I do, you know. But that said, up until then, I'd been doing really, really well with the smoking. So there's a long time where I hadn't been smoking. So I'm not going to go, okay, well, I'm just starting smoking again. I'm just starting fresh from today.
Yeah.
I'm resetting my app and the timer again. My teeth brightness is going to go down.
Oh, man.
Right, yeah.
Right.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, starting again. But that's the thing, I think.
Hey, listen, we've got someone on the line here. Matthew, you mad bastard. How's life?
G'day, your backbone's pretty good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks,
Good, thanks,
Matthew.
mate.
What's
Yeah,
your
mate.
smoking story, man?
So I started smoking when I was 13, thanks to my sister.
Good on you, mate.
Yeah, good old older sister, really encouraging. And so, I started smoking then, just really enjoyed a dart here and there, all the time. I'm 44 now and I think it's time to bloody give up, mate.
Bloody oath it is, Matthew. Bloody oath it is, mate. Think of the money you'll save. Think how much better you'll feel.
That's how I'm thinking, mate. That's how I'm thinking.
You'll be a goddamn backbone, I reckon. Well, if you haven't started yet, you can start today because today's my day one again.
Start with Mogi.
Yeah, I'm planning on starting today now that I've been listening to you boys.
That's great.
So it's time to give up, eh?
Yeah,
Good on you,
man.
mate.
Good on you.
Habit.
Hey, Matthew, we'll stay in touch,
Stay in
man.
touch, yeah.
Let us know how you're getting on, and we're all in this journey together, my friend.
Yeah. And
Will do, guys.
Good on you, mate.
Matthew, you stay on the line, mate.
Yeah,
Pugs
good.
will hook you up with something, mate, for being such a backbone. Good on you. So good.
Really good. Do it, people. Do it. It's
Yeah.
worth it. It's worth it.
Feel free to text us on 3483 if you're going to go through the same thing. Be a hero.
I hate it, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Oh, yeah, tune. Remember that tune from the heyday there, Mogi? We've got a few texts there, Keyzie, on the old smoking front, 3483, if you want to get in contact with us.
Yeah, a lot of people keen to give up with you guys as well. Here's a couple. G'day, you backbones. I'm 16, turning 21, and I've been on the darts for a few years now, listening, thinking about the money I'd save. If an oath, I'm on the backbone train. I'm going to give up and make life easy.
You massive backbone.
Someone else here on 3483, thinking of taking up smoking just so I can give up smoking like those legends, Jase and Mike.
Yeah, good on you, mate.
And Keyzie.
Yeah, good.
Wow. Huh?
Did he say in Keyzie? Hey, listen, plenty coming up after 5 o'clock, by the way. Very excited to be interviewing the director of the latest documentary, Stylebender.
Yes.
Zoe McIntosh is going to be in the studio with us. Your chance to win a couple of passes to the Party Zone at the Black Clash next year.
That's right. They're on sale today, so very exciting. And also, I've written a poem for a special member of the Big Show on a special day.
How good.
Very nice. All that after 5 o'clock. Stay tuned.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Yes, indeed. Welcome back, you massive backbones. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night Day. Just on with that in mind, actually, we've got $50 vouchers to give away from Night Day for people that text through on 3483. Because we love our communication, don't we, fellas?
We sure do it.
We definitely do. It's worth texting in today as well because it is Jase's birthday.
Yeah.
43. So any birthday wishes you'd like to send through?
Can I just ask for some advice from the audience out there, if that's all right, fellas?
Good idea.
My wife said to me, "What do you want for dinner? We can have anything, go anywhere." And I just don't know what I'm feeling like. So any tips for what I should have for dinner tonight on 3483 would be greatly appreciated.
Birthday dinner. What if you popped into your local Night and Day and got a potato popper? $1 every Tuesday in October. Oh, it's in October.
Oh, bugger. Mind you, there's still heaps of stuff I could go and get there from there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They've got lasagna toppers, of course.
Oh, do they what?
So maybe I'll get a couple of those.
Yeah, that'll be the treat.
Hey, now,
Eat them in your car.
Yeah.
It's your birthday, man. Treat yourself.
I just don't want to get stuff on my leather seats.
Oh, true.
You know what I mean? I've had to cut out so much stuff, fellas, with my Tita. I don't want to mark the seating.
It's making you a better man.
It is making me a better man, getting rid of all my filth. Hey, plenty coming up, by the way. We're going to be speaking to Zoe McIntosh about a new documentary, Stylebender.
It's about, it is Adesanya.
Adesanya, but a little bit later on the show, and your chance to win some passes to the Party Zone for the Black Clash next year. But in the meantime, bit of Oasis to kick us off.
Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Guns N' Roses there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Thursday afternoon, 18 minutes past 5 o'clock. Now listen, if you want to win a double pass to the Party Zone at the Black Clash next year, 2024,
yes,
live at the Mount, I think, 20th of January?
Yep.
Give us a call right now on 0800 Hodaki, and we'll see if we can sort you out with that. No worries at all.
Yeah, now if you're listening and you're thinking, what the heck's the Party Zone? I thought the whole Black Clash was a Party Zone. You're right.
It kind of is.
It is. It's kind of taken over from the glory days of the Sevens back in the day. It is the biggest sports/party event in New Zealand. It is back the 20th of January, which is a Saturday at the Mount, and they've decided to add a designated party zone. It is R18. It's brought to you by Hodaki, the ACC.
Does that mean they're going to play like movies and stuff?
What do you mean?
What, R18 in the party zone? They're going to be like big R18 movies on the screen there?
Well, it's a party zone at a cricket match.
What kind of party?
Well, just partying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Having fun. Why would you want a movie on?
Well, just, to add to the entertainment.
Do you like to party, Keyzie?
Yeah. You know me, fellas.
Yeah, that's true. You do like to party, don't you?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But the party zone's brought to you by the ACC Hodaki. It is the Export Ultra Beer Garden party area. R18 tickets are on sale today. There are only 500 available for that particular area. So if you think,
holy,
that sounds good,
they're going to fly out the door,
right,
man.
They are. So go to blackclash.co.nz right now and get yourself some.
Well, totally. And we've found over the years, Mogi, the old Black Clash, very popular, man. Tends to sell out pretty quick, smart.
Millions and millions of viewers on the television as well. Millions.
Oh, absolutely heaps. We've got Julie on the line. Julie, how you going?
Yeah, good, thanks.
That's great, Julie. Do you like to party, Julie?
I do like to party.
Yeah, great. Who would you take with you to the Party Zone?
My friend who is a lookalike for Kane Williamson.
Oh, wow.
Oh, really?
What's their name?
Yeah. Steve.
Oh, Steve Williamson.
Oh, Steve Williamson. Yeah, I know him.
Yeah.
He's Tiger Woods' caddy.
Mind you, he's a bit crazy on the firewater, though, isn't he?
Steve,
He gets a bit loose, doesn't he, Julie?
he gets a bit crazy on the beesies. So
Yeah, but that's all right.
Classic Steve.
Well, great news for you, Julie. You're going to win that double pass, all right?
Awesome, thank you.
No worries. You stay on the line and Pugs will sort you out, okay?
Thank you.
Good on you,
No
Julie.
worries, Julie. Can't believe she's going to take Steve. That seems like such a bad idea.
Steve. He actually rang me up the other day.
Did he?
Yeah, it was said if I wanted to go clubbing and stuff, and I was like, oh, Steve, not tonight, mate, not tonight.
They still call it clubbing, do they?
Yeah.
Right, do they?
He does, and that's why I went, well, if you're calling it clubbing...
Because what do you call it?
We're already off the, we're already on the back foot. You know what I mean?
You call it raving?
Jeez. I mean, come on, Steve.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Pearl Jam there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Thursday afternoon, 28 minutes past 5 o'clock. For the observant amongst our listeners, you'll know that Mogie's wife's gone away for 3 months, and he's doing the whole solo dad thing at the moment.
Yeah.
So we're
backboning it,
yeah,
man.
massively backbone it, which brings us to this.
One and a half Mogies.
So good.
You're right, man. It gets better every time I hear it.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
How's it all going, man?
It's going really, really good and great. Thanks, guys. One thing I'm actually enjoying, and I'm not enjoying any of it,
Sure.
is I get the whole towel rail to myself.
Oh.
And it is a joy because my wife, what she likes doing is just folding everything up or stuffing them in. Because, I don't know about you guys, I have to have a dry towel, but my wife doesn't care if hers is damp, the towel.
Right, yeah.
So we're just at odds with that. It has to be dry. So now I get the whole towel rail.
Oh,
man.
so good.
So you have to fold them or anything.
And I'm
Nah.
assuming it's heated, obviously.
Oh, it is
Yes,
heated, actually,
yes.
which I'm against, actually.
Oh,
And I'm going
right.
to turn it off. I'm against that. I think it's ridiculous.
Oh, I love
God
my
almighty.
warm,
Oh, I know,
hot
but
towel.
you don't need it. Come on, backbone it up. But the other thing that's going on is I'm also interviewing nannies because I'm going to need a nanny in a couple of weeks and then for the rest of the time. So I've been interviewing some women. Had one come round the other day there and it was going
Are
quite
you doing
well.
this or you and your wife are doing this?
Just me.
Did you do that on purpose? Like, I'll do it.
Yeah, I said, yeah, you got a lot on your plate. I'll do this.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's just sort of a polite chit chat. It's weird because they come around, and my daughter's easy to like, but they essentially have to pretend to like your kid in
Sure.
order to get the job, don't they? So polite chit chat. I have to pretend that I care about what they're doing in their life as well.
Sure.
So what do you do? Oh, blah blah. God.
So, yeah, it's so true, man.
That's hard, eh?
Yeah.
Just making small talk with people.
Yeah.
And
Very, very hard.
And anyway, I was chatting to this young woman there, and she said something almost in an attempt to be funny, and I politely, and being great company, giggled or chuckled, I guess. Not
Like, how, like...
And my daughter, who was sitting there, she said, she's 4. She turned to me and she said, "Why are you laughing? That wasn't funny."
Oh, that is brilliant.
Yeah.
And did you say, yeah, you're right, it wasn't?
I did. I said, yeah, actually, you're right. And they keep you honest, kids.
They totally do, man.
I said, yeah, you're right, that wasn't funny. And then I said to her, get out.
Yeah, go to
Really?
your room.
Yeah, no, not my daughter.
Oh, the woman.
The woman I was interviewing. Because I
right.
thought this is going nowhere.
He told the nanny,
Grab your shoes and beat it.
Yeah.
go to her
Oh,
room.
did they have to take their shoes off?
Yeah, I made yeah. I was wearing shoes. I was wearing clopping around, spreading mud all over the joint.
Oh, 'cause you had your gummies on.
And that was funny. She took her shoes off, and her feet got dirty because of all the mud that I was
you
clopping
traipsed
around.
through,
Yeah.
That's so funny.
She had to bus over, send her outside pissing down. It was.
Yeah.
Nice. So have you found a nanny, or
Huh?
have you found a nanny, or are you still looking?
Still looking.
Yeah.
It's hard to find good help.
It seems like word's gotten out. I don't know what's going on, but nobody's answering my messages.
Oh, that's weird.
It's really weird.
Something's weird going. And the birds are out at my place.
Don't start with the... Hey, coming up next, by the way, we've got Zoe McIntosh, fantastic director of the brand new movie documentary Style Bender about Izzy Adesanya, which is out today.
Oh, so good.
Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Oh, yes, indeed. Smashing Pumpkins there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Thursday afternoon. I'm very excited about our next guest. She is the director of the newly released documentary Style Bender. I'm talking about Zoe McIntosh, who joins us in the studio. How are you, Zoe?
I'm exceptional, actually.
You must be feeling great. You know, I imagine this has been a huge project for you, and finally it's out on the screens.
Yeah, honestly, it's massive. It's taken us, I think, 4 to 5 years of...
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a long time, but I'm really, really proud of the film. So that.
Yeah, and for people out there, this is obviously a documentary on Israel Adesanya, New Zealand's first UFC champ, middleweight champ, recently lost it. And I was there, Zoe, to witness that loss. I went over to Sydney. Oh, were you? Yeah.
Wow.
And I thought, well, you know, I was sitting in my seat, not really thoroughly enjoying myself. But then I thought, well, actually, there's only 3 occasions you could have witnessed him lose. Every other time you had to watch him win. So actually, more of a special event for me that I got to see him lose. I felt so lucky to fly all the way to Sydney.
To Sydney to see him get beat up. Can I ask you, though, as a sort of first-off question, what is it about Adesanya that interested you? Why did you want to make the documentary?
Yeah, I think I'm fascinated in characters who are kind of not afraid to step to the beat of their own drum.
Sure.
Yeah, and people that have adversity or hard stuff in their lives but triumph over it. Like, he wasn't set out to be a fighter. He was a bullied little immigrant that morphed himself into this. And I find people like that really fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I went and saw it last night, went and saw a screening last night, and it absolutely blew me away because just, you know, the people that can go through that sort of upbringing, like being bullied every single day, really, really full-on stuff that it goes into in the doco, and then turn themselves into something as it really is a direct result of that. I just don't think that he'd be the person that he is, for better or worse, without that experience. He might have excelled in something else, but I don't think it would have been fighting. It's really amazing, and amazing how often that happens to fighters. Mark Hunt was very similar as well. Mike Tyson, Tyson Fury as well. All these guys, it's very, very similar stories.
Yeah, I mean, I just love people that manage to flip it, manage to find these really, really tricky things in their lives, but instead of wallowing in it or being like, I'm the victim, they're like, nah, man, that's fuel.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna show you, and I'm gonna prove that I am worth something.
Well, literally turning their weakness into their strength. Right? So yeah, literally at school, everybody's having a go at you, and you think, you know what, I'm gonna do some training, and I'm gonna be the biggest badass on the face of the earth. Like, that's quite a turnaround.
100%. But actually, one of the things I do really admire about Izzy, I mean, don't get me wrong, he's got a lot of flaws, but I really love the fact that he has kind of leaned into his weirdness and the things that I suspect he got bullied for, and now his kind of superpowers, or is what's making him a superstar.
Yeah.
What about in terms of making a documentary like this? How did it come about? Did you go to him and say you want to do it? And also, what is it like having this whole project revolve around something that is completely out of your control? It's 100% in his control.
So, just to clarify, definitely I wouldn't have come on board this project if he was in control. I'm serious. I had to have full creative control.
When I say that, I mean, like, he's in control of what happens in his career in terms of fighting, losing. Like, you're trying to document that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. And that is the risk you take when you take on board docos, right?
Yeah.
You're like, please have an interesting series of events happen.
Yeah.
But I think beyond that, like I said, he's such a fascinating character with so many facets to him that, you know, depending on what the journey was, he was still going to be a compelling story, I think.
Yeah.
Right.
How do you feel about the fighting itself?
Very differently to when I first started.
Yeah, because that style of fighting is brutal. I was a big fan of it, and then I saw one particular incident, and I went, I can't watch this anymore because it's violent.
It's so violent, and I would wince every single time that I would watch it. But actually, now I look at it quite differently because I guess I've learnt the craft, the nuances, just all that goes into it. Like, it's not a solo pursuit. It's a whole team getting a fighter like Israel.
I'll tell you what we'll do, Zoe. We'll go to a song, Shapeshifter, what's more. We'll get back to it shortly.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Yes, indeed. Shapeshifter there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show. Hey, we've got the director of the latest release documentary Style... what is it?
Style Bender.
Style Bender, Zoe McIntosh with us. Actually, Mogi talked about the fact that he saw his last fight over in Sydney there, and he got a bit of a hiding, quite frankly. But from everything you're telling me about him, he seems like the sort of character that will bounce back from that.
Yeah, I mean, I suspect he will bounce back, and sometimes you just need to lose to realise how much you really want something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, just getting back to the doco last night, it is the best sports documentary that I've seen in I don't know how long. Just as a character, as you say, there is so much stuff done that you don't get. Like, a lot of times what you get with him is just the headlines, right? He talks a lot of smack. People sort of react to that, but when you get the behind-the-scenes story of immigrating from Nigeria, the life he had at school, the effect of maybe the way his parents raised him as well, then finding that community through dance, the fact that he brings those guys with him as a success, you know, that hunt for sort of family that he has that sort of runs through his life. It is like, whatever you think you know about Israel Adesanya, it's going to be completely flipped on its head, I think, when you see this. And I just think there's so much more to come. Like, this feels like the first of probably 3 or 4 docos that could be made on this guy. He is just, I think he's got so much more to discover about himself. You know what I mean? Is that a feeling that you've got?
Yeah, I mean, I think even after fighting, well, firstly, thank you for the kind words, awesome. But I think after fighting, he's got a really exciting career in life. Like, whether he's going to be an actor or have his own production company is something he's talked about. I mean,
Whoa.
The guy's fascinating.
I wouldn't want to work for Izzy, like, and then not meet a deadline or something. You know, get choked out or get through here.
Just a series of leg kicks until you can't walk home.
Totally.
Yeah.
Does he give you that? I mean, obviously, I haven't, unfortunately, seen the documentary. I will. Does he talk about what he sees the future as for himself? Do you think he's going to keep fighting?
How old is he? 32?
34.
34, yeah.
I mean, did he speak to you very much about what his hopes and dreams were for the future?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, the doco was more kind of present day, what was evolving in front of us.
Yeah.
But I think you get a sense that it's a really short window, this fighting career, and I think he's weighing that up right now, and he's got Eugene, his coach, to discuss that with and highlight that to him.
Yeah, but I was just going to say, talking of great fighters, Tyson's, your Muhammad Ali's, and all these guys that were great fighters in their time, but came out of it all pretty damaged. Often financially, they were ripped off, they were taken advantage of, and physically and mentally damaged too. So I guess there's that line to draw. How much punishment am I going to put myself through before I change tack here?
Yeah, I think Israel is smart. He's surrounded by incredible people. That's where he's lucky. His dad is his accountant, and he's savvy with that.
No, that's good.
Yeah, and then you've got Eugene, who's just a good human, and his interest is in making sure that Israel gets out when he should, but also just stay being an awesome human and a lovely human.
Yeah, and that was another part of the doco that I wasn't, storyline that I wasn't familiar with, where one of Eugene's fighters passed away in the ring, and the path that led Eugene on. So it's a really emotional film. There's another element to it which is really interesting. I don't know if you guys have seen Some Kind of Monster by Metallica.
Oh, yes.
And there's a therapist in that.
Is it the same person?
So no, it's not the same person. That would be so great. But it's about the most Kiwi woman probably on the face of the earth, an older woman who is Izzy's therapist.
Right.
And it is something else, man. She comes out of nowhere. There's no sort of, you don't get any background of where she's come from, and she's just Kiwiing it up talking to Izzy. Unbelievable woman, and they obviously have an incredible relationship. I'm not sure if that caravan is her office full time or if that was
straight
for the
up
film. Is that right?
I mean, you can't. That is just a gift from the gods for documentary filmmakers.
Thanks so much for coming in. Stylebender is the documentary. Where can people catch it?
It's all throughout New Zealand, so it's in cinemas in Auckland, but yeah, the rest of New Zealand and Australia, and it's out today.
Oh.
And can I say it is a big screen film?
Yes,
this is a
I'm
film to
definitely
be
going to
seen
have
on
a gander.
Seen the fight stuff on the big screen, and also, you know, your elements of, you come from, I think you've done a lot of TVC stuff. There's some beautiful, beautiful stuff in it. It is a ripper of a doco. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming in, Zoe. What are we going? Oh, a bit of Tom Petty.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Tom Petty there to finish off the hour. Hey, plenty coming up after 6 o'clock, including the results of the Big poll. Happy birthday, Jase, yes or no?
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's yes.
Well, what's your prediction? We didn't do predictions.
No, we didn't actually.
So surely like 90% yes would want you to have a happy birthday.
Well, surely, but I'm worried it's not going to be.
I'm going to go 95.
Well,
yeah. It's going to be up there, man.
Also, what's on the TV?
Your one? What's your prediction?
70-30.
Okay.
What's on the TV with Mike Minogue?
Oh, so good.
Because you can tell us all about that Adesanya documentary you saw last night.
Good idea.
All that after 6.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Butthole Surface here on the Radio Hodaki Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day. But right now it's time for...
Oh, crap, is it? Damn it.
Come on, Keyzie.
The Big Poll.
And I believe it was today. Happy birthday, Jase, yes or no?
That's right. You can vote on the Hodaki Big Show Instagram story, and it is Jase's birthday. How old are you?
43.
What year were you born?
Pardon? What's the poll say, Keyzie?
The poll...
It's very rude to ask people their age, by the way.
Yeah, right, okay. So you guessed, Jase, what, 70-30?
Yeah.
Yes.
In favour of yes. Mike, you guessed 95-5.
Sure.
The result is 85% of New Zealanders want you to have a happy birthday.
Oh,
85%.
that's pretty good.
Yeah. I'll take that, actually.
And if you want to see the
and
great...
15% don't.
Well, that lines up with our ratings. It's all good.
Yeah.
If you want to see a photo of all the presents we got, Hoodie J, and they're great as well, head to the Hodaki Big Show's Instagram page.
They are so good, actually.
Yeah.
I was very humbled by that, and Pug's massive effort. He bought me a huge jar. Well, he bought a huge jar and filled it with cheese balls.
A massive jar, like way bigger than I was expecting.
And apparently he said it was about, Pug's 6 packs? About 6 packets of cheese balls.
So good.
Which I might add, old Keyzie has been hoeing into throughout the show.
They've taken a bit of a hammering out there, to be honest with you. The tide's gone out, brother.
Very much so.
Well,
yeah.
I went out into the office, and then Claire, who's out there, said, Jase offered those cheese balls to the whole office. I was like, well, he didn't offer us any.
Yeah,
well,
anyone would have thought it was Keyzie's birthday.
He also bought me some fluffy dice for my new car.
For the teeter.
And a wild hemp hanging air freshener for the car as well, and a magnificent copy of the Da Vinci Chode
on DVD. So
yeah, with Tom Wanks and Audrey Tittout.
Yeah, and it's the extra wide edition as well, so worth way more money, mate.
And it's the extra wide edition.
That's actually a collector's item. So look after that.
And watch that tonight, actually.
Yeah, Tom Wanks' performance magnificent in that.
I bet.
Also, speaking of, coming up next.
Oh.
Is it coming up next?
Yeah.
Is it? Bet it is.
What's on telly?
TV with Mike Minogue.
Yeah. We nailed that.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Oh, yes, indeed. Burden in my hand there. Geez, I feel that way sometimes, fellas. I won't get into it. But right now it's time for...
Sorry.
But right now it's time for...
Nailed it.
What's on the telly with Mike Minogue.
Yeah, boy. As discussed last night, I went and saw Stylebender, the Israel Adesanya documentary. The douche. Out today. And it is a bloody ripper, man. I'm going to go watch it again tonight. What, the
theatre again?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's, there's heaps going on in it, man. Heaps and heaps.
Right.
It's not, you go along and see things and then you just leave and you go, you just forget all about it.
Yes.
It made me think a lot about, the stuff that goes on in your childhood, which then has, and we've all got this stuff, I think, to a greater or lesser extent, which shapes you in one way or another. And coming out from Nigeria, there's a school photo of him, of his class, and there's Māori and Pacifica guys in there, but he quite clearly stands out, and for that reason, just getting absolutely demoed at school for years.
Yeah.
Years, and then fairly strict parents as well, so there wasn't a lot of relief for him, and then just making this decision where you're like, to then turn it around and be the middleweight champion of the UFC, but at the same time you can see he is clearly still battling those bullies from when he was a kid.
Right, yeah.
He is still going through it, so he still actively seeks out, like he'll go online and go to all the trolls, and he's like about all those negative comments. So he's actually seeking out those bullies. He's used to being bullied, and this is just something I took out of it. This is not something that the filmmaker said, but he's actually seeking out that stuff.
Right,
and so it's actually I found it really sad, because here he is at the king of the mountain, but he's still been but what's great about him is he's going through therapy and he's dealing with all this stuff. But an incredible portrait of a guy that you probably think and you watch this thing and you realise you know nothing about him at all. I got a lot of empathy for him.
Just on that, if you've just joined us, go and find the Hodaki Big Show podcast, the best bits of today, because we interviewed Zoe McIntosh, the director of that, and it was a bloody ripper interview as well.
Yeah, great stuff. No, in all seriousness, Mogi, I'm definitely going to check that out.
Yeah.
Sounds right up my alley.
Before we talk about what's up your alley TV-wise, I watched the 6th episode of Celebrity Treasure Island. Just quickly, Jase, I'll make it nice and quick. Mogi, you need to get up to date ASAP.
Yes.
Every episode. The bloke I really can't handle, and I'm so glad he's on TV, and I will go on record as saying that I haven't disliked someone on TV this hard out since Joffrey on Game of Thrones, and he literally cut the main character's head off. I love it! And it just keeps getting better and better.
Oh, great.
Great
so
stuff.
good. TVNZ Plus.
Funnily enough, I watched a doco last night too, Mogi, on a guy called John Cusack. And he was a rodeo rider.
Oh, really?
And then had a rodeo accident and turned to film.
So rodeo.
Rodeo, yeah.
Right.
Rodeo.
Right, yeah.
So a very sad story.
Right.
But he comes good in the end.
What was the name of the show?
Pardon?
What was it called? The doco?
It was just called John Cusack.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And he comes good in the end?
He comes good in the end.
Oh, that's good.
Really good.
You need a good climax, eh?
Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Yeah, Dave Matthews Band there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show. Now listen up, all you tattoo and art lovers. The Tattoo and Art Festival in New Plymouth, November this year. Oh, God. Mogi's just taken his top off.
Oh, Jesus.
It's hot.
I didn't know he had tats.
When is that in November, Keyzie? The Tattoo and Art Festival in New Plymouth?
Oh, it's the 25th and 26th, Jase.
Yes.
And that's down in beautiful Taranaki at TSB Stadium. It is Australasia's biggest tattoo event. Did you know that?
Australasia's, yeah.
Yeah. I think I said that at the start there.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Did you say the part about how there's hundreds of legendary artists from around the world gathering in Taranaki?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Oh, no, I don't know that I did.
Yeah, you did. I heard you.
Oh.
Okay. Did you say the part about how at hodaki.co.nz... Well, hang on. At Hodaki, did you say the part about hodaki.co.nz you can enter the draw for you and a mate to win flights, accommodation, tickets, and a $500 voucher to top up your ink?
I'll just interrupt you there, Keyzie. Why are we giving away so much free stuff? We could be making a fortune off these prizes.
Yeah, well, I mean, often you bring up a really good point there, Mogi.
Thanks,
often when we do
Does
this, especially when it's cash, you know what I mean? Cash prizes. I go, I could be having a cut of that.
Yeah.
Why are we giving it away? You know what?
Well,
Thank
it's
you.
part of the
Think
deal.
how much better our lives would be if they just gave it to us.
Thank
What,
you.
a $500 tat voucher?
Oh, man.
And flights to
Absolutely.
Taranaki?
I could make millions off that.
So could
Right.
Yeah. You just got to invest it.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
In
right.
the stock market, Keyzie.
A tattoo voucher?
Yeah.
Right. Buy shares in
High
Apple.
returns.
Yeah, nice.
I. Hey, I've decided to go with the tats, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, which one's in the end?
Well, your face and Mogi's face, but you'll both be on my chest. I'm going to have you surrounding my burnt meat patty nipple there,
Yeah.
Keyzie.
Oh, have you got one of those?
Yeah, I've got one
I
too.
knew one of
Yeah,
us had them. It
yeah,
wasn't me.
yeah.
It was Jase. Sweet. And then where's Mogi?
Mogi's going to be over my heart.
Oh, that's nice, man.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah.
What am I over? Your nipple.
Yeah, my burnt meat patty.
Sick.
Hey, but get involved. If people want to get involved in that, what are they doing?
Well, I said it earlier.
Oh, did you? I must have zoned out.
hodaki.co.nz. Go along there to the winning page. You'll see all the deets.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Well, there you go, you massive backbones. That's the show this Thursday done and dusted. Thank you to all those people for the birthday wishes. Thanks to you fellas for my tremendous gift.
Yes.
Oh, I tell you what, there's cheese balls for Africa, fellas. I'm very excited about it.
Just on that, if you want to see a photo of the gift, head to the Hodaki Big Show's Instagram page, where you can also see a fantastic video of us three playing basketball against one another.
Oh, yes.
Really?
So good.
God.
What are your plans tonight, Mogi? I'm picking a quiet one for you.
It will be a quiet one. I've got an early rise tomorrow.
Yes.
4:30 a.m. call, so that's good time. Doing a bit of acting, so I may be on the show tomorrow. I might not. I'm going to try and race back, but I don't know if we'll be finished.
That's
See
all
how
right.
you go, mate. See how you go. Keyzie, what are you up to, mate?
Tonight, I'm going straight home. My wife's at home right now. We're going to play a 2-player PlayStation game together for the first time and see if I can get her into gaming.
Good thinking.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's called It Takes Two, which is designed for couples, and you play, and Pugs has played it, big thumbs up. You each play, like I play the guy, she plays the girl. There's a big storyline you go through together.
Sure.
And I've heard from all my mates that it's incredibly frustrating and you will get angry at your partner.
Is it
Excellent.
hot?
What a great idea.
Yeah.
Is it hot?
No,
Oh.
it's not.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry, mate.
You should try and make it hot.
Yeah, okay, I will.
Great
Okay.
I'll
stuff.
play it topless.
Great stuff.
What are you
mate.
doing, Jase?
I was going to go hang out with my whānau.
Oh, yeah?
Maybe have a nice dinner or something
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. And just take it easy. We're getting ready for the final show of the week tomorrow.
So good.
Hey, listen, it's been a pleasure bringing you the show this Thursday afternoon. Make sure you check out our podcast, check out our Instagram account, tune into the show tomorrow. Until then, see you later.